Maddie finally uncovered her mysterious death at the end of the School Spirits finale, but the identity of the person who killed Maddie in School Spirits wasn't who she thought it would be. Maddie had several potential culprits on her list, including Mr. Anderson, her ex-best friend Claire, and even her own mother. Maddie's mother deals with alcoholism in School Spirits, which makes Maddie's life even harder. However, after going with Simon to confront her mother, Maddie could tell her mom wasn't the one to kill her. It turns out a moment from episode 7 was significant to Maddie's disappearance. During School Spirits episode 7, Dawn crossed over. The character died from electrocution after finding her friends talking badly about her behind her back. Dawn carried that pain with her until Maddie told her what happened wasn't her fault, and she was finally able to forgive herself. When she crossed over, a bright light illuminated her like the light of heaven, and the lights in the school flickered. Wally, Charlie, and Rhonda noted that this didn't happen when a different student named Janet crossed over, suggesting that she might not have actually crossed over and could still be lingering around. Nobody killed Maddie, Janet possessed her body. Maddie was never dead in School Spirits. Peyton lists as Maddie nears with friends at a gate in School Spirits. What happened to, and who killed Maddie in School Spirits? It turns out Maddie didn't actually die and head to the School Spirits afterlife. This was hinted at throughout the first season, as she had a very difficult time remembering how she died while the other spirits had memories of their deaths. The reason Maddie's spirit isn't in her body is that Janet possessed her so that she could get another chance at life. This was also hinted at when Maddie said she wanted to do hypnosis to remember how she died but was warned against it because it could lead to a spirit possessing her body. Mr. Martin was starting to look suspicious, and it turns out he was as guilty as he seemed. While he didn't kill Maddie, he knew the whole time that Janet was using her body. The series concludes with Janet in Maddie's body buying a ticket to skip town. With her far away, it will be difficult to track her down so that Maddie can get her body back and return to her life. While the ending was unexpected for most, TikTok user Francina_ predicted that Janet had possessed Maddie after episode 7. However, the fan didn't connect the dots around Mr. Martin's involvement. How can Maddie get her body back? School Spirits Season 2 has a major question to answer. Maddie is going to have to work hard with her friends in order to get her body back in School Spirits Season 2. If Janet really does leave town with Maddie's body, it'll be difficult for them to track her down since most of them can't even leave school, never mind their neighborhood. However, it's likely Maddie will use hypnosis since it was previously suggested it could lead to someone taking over her body, so it might also allow her to return to her body. The biggest School Spirits mystery remains: how will Maddie and her friends track down Janet, so Maddie can start living again? Clues throughout Season 1 that Maddie was alive. There were teases that set up the twist. While Maddie still being alive in School Spirits was a bit of a shock for many viewers, there were hints throughout that she wasn't actually dead. This biggest tease in this regard was, of course, that Simon could see Maddie but not any other spirits. This immediately set Maddie apart from the other dead students at Split River High. While the exact reason Simon can see Maddie's bodiless spirit still needs to be explained, but since it's now known Maddie isn't dead, it's clear there's a different explanation than him being able to look past the barrier between the worlds of the living and the deceased. Another strong hint was staring viewers in the face throughout the entirety of School Spirits Season 1. Maddie couldn't remember how she died when literally every other dead student on the other side could. This was setting up a clear mystery, but it wasn't as complex as many viewers suspected before the Season 1 finale finally arrived. The reason Maddie couldn't remember how she died is that she wasn't dead. It's a clue that only becomes a clue in retrospect, but rewatching the first season with the gift of hindsight makes it painfully obvious.